Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad and welcome to a bit of a chatty video today. I'm still editing my June Reading Women's wrap up. It's taken me a bit longer because I've just had such a hectic week over the last week. It's just been filled with amazing things, but unfortunately not video editing. So I just wanted to do a quick catch up to let you know where I'm at with my reading TBR that I did for July and what I'm reading at the moment. So for my July TBR, I was doing, the start of the July was going to be a bit of a recommendations. So these wonderful books that I've been recommended that I haven't ever got around to reading, I'm going to make myself read them. And then in the second part of July, I'll be doing the reading rush, or what used to be the booktubeathon. Now this is still the first part of July and I'm currently loving reading Beauty and Thorns by Kate Forsyth. I am buddy reading this with Kate Howe and we're both just adoring this read. It is set during the mid to late 1800s, following the pre-Raphaelite artists, specifically the women in the group, either the lovers, the wives, or the models of the different artists themselves, and some of them who actually became artists and were quite artistic in their own way. So I am just loving being introduced. Kate Forsyth's writing is honestly like silk. You just effortlessly glide into her stories and it just is so luxurious and wonderful to read. So I am utterly adoring this book and it's just so great to do a buddy read. I really miss them. I didn't do one as recently. I think my most recent one was Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy. I did that with a group of lovely people. But yeah, it's wonderful to be back into the buddy reading realm. I'm also reading a few other books at the same time as reading Beauty and Thorns because we're taking that quite slow. And currently I am reading Making Friends with Alice Dyson. This is by Poppy Nyosu and she's actually a local writer, and this is a YA contemporary read and it's really fun so far. It's really enjoyable. It's basically one of those great YA contemporary, finding out who you are and really stretching the bonds of what you've believed or what you have set up for yourself, because high school and even going into university is a way for you to discover who you are as a person and to really make that mark onto your own individual self. So I am thoroughly enjoying this. I will give a full wrap up at the end of the month, but it is really cute so far and really beautifully written. As part of my recommendations, I'm also been watching Anne with an E, the Netflix show, and I have finished season 1. Surprisingly, I just hit that usual click over effect. I didn't even know I finished season 1, but I finished season 1 and I don't mind it. It's quite good. I do miss some of the characters that they have taken. It's an adaptation. They've adapted the characters within the certain story that they wanted to tell. And it has elements of the Anne story, but it's not faithful to it. They put it more within the historical context of it and they amp up the drama a little bit. And they also bring in certain facts that wouldn't have been mentioned in a late Victorian Edwardian novel, such as, you know, Anne getting her period for the first time. That was quite an interesting effect. So it was all really enjoyable to see how Anne and her friends and Diana would all act about that, and it fit really well into the story itself. But like I said, I still miss some of the utter whimsy of the characters that is in the book and also the original TV show. But I do enjoy it. I have to admit, I am watching season 2, so it's definitely something I would recommend. But if you're a diehard Anne fan, probably not. They do alter the story a little bit. Other TV shows that I will be watching, I am currently put Stranger Things on the back burner so I can watch Anne with an E because that was recommended. Stranger Things I'm just watching for pure pleasure, and I have to wait to watch Queer Eye season 4. I am so devastated, but I promised my mum I would watch it with her and she is away in England, so I have to wait till she's back, which is horrible, but I just can't wait. And one of my friends says she's already started crying halfway through the series, and I am ready. In other reads, I will probably be doing some Canadian reads leading into August because I will be flying off to Canada in August and then going into Europe in September. And I wanted to read some Canadian literature. So if you have any recommendations for any fantastic Canadian literature, let me know. I will possibly be reading a Margaret Atwood, maybe a smaller one, because I intend to go to her book launch, Margaret Atwood's book launch in London. My friend has already booked the tickets, so I will definitely be going to that. So I feel like I need to read another Margaret Atwood before I go, just so you can have that a little bit of association with her work. But otherwise, I am relaxing into my July. I'm getting ready for the reading rush, and I'll have my June wrap up real soon. But I would love to know what you are reading right now. If you have, are you watching anything amazing? And if you can recommend some Canadian literature to me, that would be most appreciative. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or evening or wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye!